This TV show is genuinely outrageous.
I'm ready to win.
Hello friends, do you wish that you could change everything about your face? Are you sick of having bent teeth? I know I am. Do you wish that your body was as smooth as an action figure? Well, I've actually found the perfect show for you, because today we're taking a look at The Swan. The concept of the show involves two people deemed ugly by the producers getting a 3-month extreme makeover from a team involving surgeons, dentists, life coaches, therapists, personal trainers. And at the end of every episode, one girl goes home and one girl gets selected to go to the end of season pageant, where they will compete against the winners of all the other episodes for a chance to become the Swan. This fucking show, man. One minor detail that I feel like I need to bring up about this show is every single contestant that is selected suffers with depression, and instead of doing like nice things to improve their mood, such as, I don't know, buying them some clothes, taking them on holiday, just working on their mental health in general, they instead decide to lock them in a room by themselves with no mirrors for 3 months with no contact to the outside world, whilst they perform life-changing plastic surgeries to their face and bodies. And just hold on, because it does get better, because the contestants have no idea what plastic surgeries they're gonna get done, and they have no say in whether they want it or not. And because there's no mirrors in this room that they've been locked in, they don't even get a look at themselves for the entire 3 months they're there. What in the black mirror is this? Finding clips of the show was genuinely so difficult, but I've managed to find a few, and we're gonna take a look at them today, so strap up. And subscribe if you're new.
I'm ready to win.
So the show starts off with the contestants getting interviewed, and they're basically just telling all of us how sad they are.
Like, my father made my mother believe that he was gonna come back or that things were gonna work out. They never worked out for my mom and my dad, and they were never gonna work out for me or him. I could have already been somewhere in my life if I didn't look like this.
Yeah, that's my excuse too. I would have been in one direction if my teeth were parallel instead of perpendicular. Like this one, you could use Pythagoras' bloody theorem on it, man. But yeah, every single issue that has been raised here is based upon past trauma and should be, you know, solved and worked on by a therapist, and none of these issues will be solved by fixing your face. Man, my mom died when I was 5, but wait until I get that nose job, it's gonna be over for you motherfuckers. And after being introduced to the contestants, I was really intrigued to see what their families think about it, and one thing that took us by surprise was their families are awful.
Genetically, she will never be like a fashion model, and I don't think any cosmetic surgeries will change that.
Christ. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, no matter what you do to my daughter, she'll always be a stinking troll. If you really wanted to help her, you'd build her a bridge that she can live under. And I believe all of these interviews were taken before they actually knew they were going to be on the show, because after this, they then get surprised with the news that they've been selected to be on The Swan. But I do have suspicions that it's faked, because just look at the acting here.
I have a surprise for you. You're gonna be a swan.
No.
What in the GCSE drama is this? You're gonna be a swan. No. What? That is brand new information. This woman actually applied with her sister to be on the show, which I thought was incredibly mental. Like, if there's anyone in this situation we should be thinking of, I'm thinking of the father. Like, bless him and his crooked sperm. So after the contestants have been chosen and told that they're going to be on the show, after this is one of the most brutal parts of the show. The team of surgeons, dentists, therapists who I previously mentioned all sit around this table and pick out every single minute detail that they want to change about the person.
She does have a rather bland bone structure to her face. What I would do for her is to put in cheek implants as well as a chin implant.
A bland bone structure. Well, there's a new insecurity unlocked. Cheers, Dr. Hayworth. Now I'm gonna be walking down the street thinking people think I've got a bland bone structure. I love the editing here. It's like football pundits analysing tactics in a football game.
Amy presents a surprisingly very challenging case because she doesn't have one single facial feature around which I can build a surgical plan.
You know how messed up that is to say. What? Yeah, man, her face is just so messed up. We're gonna have to rip it all off and start again. Like, everybody's got one thing, at least. Like, one thing. Like, even a nostril that's kind of, ooh, love the circumference of your nostril. Do you know what I mean? Like, everybody's got something. Looking at Amy here, she's like a good-looking lass. Like, they've done her dirty with the lighting and having, like, zero makeup, and she's probably just woke up at this point. She's like, you'd think she was a troll the way they're speaking about her.
When Amy smiles, you see black everywhere, and that's decay. Amy's going to need a full mouth reconstruction.
A full mouth reconstruction? Just put some bloody teeth whitening kit on it, man. Imagine going to the dentist for a checkup and they're like, yeah, we're just gonna have to rip your jaw off and just kind of put a new one in there because your teeth are fucked.
I'm gonna have to pull in probably 3 or 4 different specialists to get Amy's mouth healthy again.
I don't know what I'd do if I went on a show like this and they needed 4 specialist dentists to sort me teeth out. Like, when you think about it, how many teeth have humans got? Like 32. That's like 8 teeth per dentist. Also, the woman to the left here is the life coach, and she's called Nellie Galen, I believe. And when I did a little bit of research into her to see if she also just took an online course, she is in fact the executive producer and the creator of the show, which is just so, like, weird to me. So she's just like a self-proclaimed life coach. And we're skipping ahead a little bit here, but during the 3-month period of aftercare after all the surgeries, right after the contestants had came out of surgery, like literally that day, she was saying to them that they needed to hit the gym to make sure that they don't put any weight on. Like, I'm no doctor, but 4 hours after getting your face totally rearranged, I don't think the first thing on your mind should be deadlifts. Now, speaking of the surgery stage, the 3-month documentation that the show does whilst they're getting these surgeries is honestly, like, actually, I don't have any words to describe it. Firstly, they're allowed to look at themselves for the final time in a mirror.
It was very weird to see the marks on my face and to look in a mirror because I haven't been able to look at myself.
Is it? I don't know what your definition of nice memory is, love, but I think ours is a bit different. Mine's like going for a nice meal, or, you know, like a walk down the beach, or anything. But saying goodbye to my face, I don't think that's even in my top 10. And the next time we see them is straight after the surgery, and I must warn you, this is very sad.
Couple weeks, it'll be all worth it.
Rachel has completed her surgery in relatively good spirits.
Relatively good spirits, you say? Aye, she looks bloody buzzing there. And if you thought she looked happy there, just wait until she tries to get in contact with her husband.
I'm having serious issues with my husband because of his lack of support.
You lie, I know you're there.
Again, she looks so happy. To be fair, like, on a serious note, I do see this from both sides. Like, obviously, if you were the one getting all this done, you'd want the support from your husband. However, I do see it from the husband's point of view, because if you fell in love with, like, this woman, because of her face, because of her body, you know, everything about her that you love, personality, 90% of that's going to be changed. Let us know what you think in the comments about that one. I know it's a bit more serious, but I'd like to know your thoughts on it.
After undergoing extensive surgical procedures, Beth now faces the challenge of recovery.
She's in a bloody wheelchair! Honest to God! By the way, this is a reality TV show made solely for entertainment purposes.
I heard that you had a little bit of pain today.
I heard you're in a little pain today. Yeah? What makes you say that? Did something give it away? I said I wanted to look like a hot bobby, not a hot mummy.
My face hurts. I didn't sleep very good last night.
Oh my good God, she literally can't even speak. This is the worst TV show we've done. I don't care. Moment of truth, yeah, that was bad. Siblings are dated, that was bad. This is the worst of them all.
Beth may be one of those patients that doesn't recover quickly. In fact, I'm a little bit concerned that she won't heal in time in order to make it to the pageant.
Sorry, she won't heal in time? So she's went through all of this and she might not even make it on the show. And what is insane about this TV show is, for the contestants, it's never enough. Like, they'll stop at nothing to try and win this.
Now I gotta keep fit, stick with the diet, start exercising. I'm ready to win.
No, love. What you need is some fucking rest. Looking at you, the last thing you need right now is a protein shake and a treadmill. What's the point in winning? Like, what do you win if you win the Swan? Who gives a shit? Like, it's hardly prestigious. When I first saw the name of the show, I thought the concept was you moved in with the Swan. To be fair, I could actually make that game show. The Queen's died, so I guess swans are They're literally like fair game now, aren't they? But yeah, like, isn't the point of this show, the reason the contestants go on is to improve their mental health, isn't it? Isn't that the reason, not to win? None of us believed that though, did we? So after the contestants have fully healed, it's now time for the reveals, where the contestants will see their own face for the first time in 3 months. Remember Amy previously in this video who wanted to be a singer? This is what she looks like now. Shut up. Oh my god, bro, that is a different person. I literally feel like I'm watching a Black Mirror episode here. Oh my god, she looks so different. I love how they've like hid the mirror behind a massive red curtain. It looks like she's ready to, like, I don't know, sing Cinderella on Broadway.
Oh my god. Oh, thank you, Jesus.
Love. If it was anyone that did this, it was not Jesus.
I have a job.
I actually found her Instagram to see just what she's up to now, and she's currently starring in like a small town play called The Vagina Monologues. So I guess she's doing alright. She also appears to have a really nice family, which she didn't have on the show, so I guess this is a success story? Does this mean the swan works? I've just skimmed through like loads of the reveals, and it's just mental to see how different they all look. And after I looked at Amy's Instagram, I thought it would be quite interesting to see like if there's been any more stories of what happened after this show. And I found one contestant who was called Laurie, who did an article 10 years after appearing on the show, and she said that after the show she suffered with more depression, she developed bipolar, and apparently after the cameras switched off after filming the final part of her episode, she was screaming at the producers. And it says here she was saying, "I want my face back," which is just fucking terrifying. Imagine how horrific that would be if you were just like one of the cameramen. Give me my fucking face back! I want my face back! It's your body at the end of the day, it's your choice, you know, if you want to do that, and if you feel like it helps you, by all means, go for it. But I don't agree with the concept of getting it done in this show, because all of these women are quite clearly depressed and they're solving it with plastic surgery. Like, no amount of plastic surgery should paper over the cracks of your past trauma, especially getting it done on TV in front of millions of people. It's just crazy. But yeah, that's just my opinion. I'd love to hear your opinions on the show. Apologies if this was more like a video essay style one. I just kind of, I don't know, I kind of enjoyed this to do it every so often. Let us know if you enjoyed it. And if you want to see a TV show that is quite possibly more horrific than this one, click right here, because I broke it down.